Good day, everyone! For today's presentation, we would like to present to you our answers for the last week's worksheet for our Lesson 3, which is Promoting Entrepreneurship in the Philippines.
So this is our worksheet number 3, and for number 1, read more about Marco Polo and discuss his entrepreneurial activity in connection with his search for new trade routes. So Marco Polo, an explorer, had a great impact in trade and entrepreneurship. He was a traveler who traveled through the countries of East, and his journey lasted almost quarter of a century, and thus became the researcher of new grounds, or the researcher for new trade routes. He was one of the people who embarked on the Silk Road for trades and also for good fortunes. Due to his experience and observation during when he was in Mongol Empire, his interest for international trading increases, and also his exploration of the international trade in Mongolia. He motivated a new era for international traders who used the road that established to increase international business ties between Europe and Asia. Overall, Marco Polo's interest and exploration helped create maps that improve trade routes all over the world, especially between Asia and Europe.
Question number 2. When the Spaniards came to the Philippines, our ancestors were already trading with China, Japan, Siam, India, Cambodia, Borneo, and the Moluccas. The Spanish government continued trade relations with these countries, which gave birth to the galleon trade. Describe the entrepreneurial activities that took place during this time in Manila and Mexico. The Manila galleon was a specialized international exchange, mainly of an industrial nature. Merchants in both Acapulco and Manila gathered goods from several different origins. The European goods arrived from Seville to Veracruz and were transported by land to Acapulco. Germany, France, and Italy provided weapons like swords and daggers, while the Spaniards delivered wine barrels and olive oil. Though America is not part of Europe, the Americans traded silver, food crops like sweet potato and tobacco, and also chocolates in Acapulco. The cargo from Manila included goods from China, Middle East, India, Japan, and Southeast Asia. China provided jade, gunpowder, and silk fabrics. The Middle East brought rugs and camel wool. India shipped pieces of cotton and amber. Japan contributed chests, scribes, and porcelain. And Southeast Asia sold their spices. Overall, nations competed to enrich themselves through the accumulation of gold and silver, based on favorable trade balances.
Number 3. Research about 3 laws in the Philippines that promotes entrepreneurship and discuss its mandate briefly, and how it improved the state of entrepreneurship in the country. In the Philippines, there are at least 3 laws that promote entrepreneurship in the said country, one of which is the Republic Act 11293, or the Philippine Innovation Act. The aim of the said act is to remove obstacles to innovation by suppressing bureaucratic hurdles and encourage entrepreneurial attitude in order to stimulate growth ambition in business. The second one is the Republic Act 10679, known as Youth Entrepreneurship Act. This act serves to promote sustained development of young Filipinos whose aptitude and skills in the field of finance and entrepreneurship will be encouraged and honed through education and specialized training programs. This way, it will encourage the entrepreneurial spirit among the youth nationwide. And thirdly, Republic Act 9501, or Magna Carta for Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises Act. In this act, the law requires lending institutions to allocate at least 8% of their total loan portfolio to micro and small businesses. Recognizing that MSMEs have their potential for more employment generation and economic growth, and therefore can help provide a self-sufficient industrial foundation for the country.
Thank you for listening and God bless us all.